Hello and welcome to iCalculator's video series on US tax basics. In this video, we'll be focusing on the state of Tennessee. We will cover the state's history, types of taxes with detailed explanations, and the various tax exemptions available so you can make better informed financial decisions for yourself or your business. Tennessee, the 16th state to join the Union, was admitted on June 1, 1796. The state's main GDP is derived from industries such as manufacturing, agriculture, and tourism. Tennessee's rich history, diverse population, and robust economy have shaped its tax system, which includes several unique features, such as the absence of a general state income tax. It's important to understand the various taxes and tax exemptions, so you can make better informed financial decisions for yourself or your business. First, let's take a look at the different types of taxes in Tennessee. Individual income tax, hall tax, sales and use tax, property tax, motor vehicle tax, motor fuel tax, tobacco products tax, alcoholic beverage tax, business tax, franchise and excise tax, hotel and motel tax. Now let's take a look at these different types of tax in further detail. Individual income tax, hall tax. A tax levied on certain types of investment income, such as dividends and interest. Note that Tennessee does not have a general state income tax on wages and salaries. Sales and use tax, a tax on the sale or use of tangible personal property and certain services within the state. Property tax, a tax imposed on real estate and personal property, determined by local governments based on property value. Motor vehicle tax, a tax on the ownership, registration, or use of motor vehicles within the state. Motor fuel tax, a tax on gasoline, diesel fuel, and other motor fuels sold within the state. Tobacco products tax, a tax imposed on the sale of cigarettes and other tobacco products in the state. Alcoholic beverage tax, a tax on the sale and distribution of alcoholic beverages within the state. Business tax, a tax on the gross receipts of businesses operating within the state, including retailers, wholesalers, and service providers. Franchise and excise tax, a tax on the net worth, franchise tax, and net earnings, excise tax, of corporations and certain other business entities operating in the state. Hotel and motel tax, a tax on the rental of hotel and motel rooms and other short-term lodging accommodations. Now we have covered the different types of taxes in detail. Let's now take a look at the various tax exemptions available in Tennessee. There are various tax exemptions available in Tennessee, including individual income tax, hall tax, exemptions. Exemptions include a standard exemption for all taxpayers, an additional exemption for taxpayers over the age of 65, and an exemption for persons with total annual income below a certain threshold. Sales and use tax exemptions. Exemptions include sales of groceries, prescription medications, certain medical services, and sales to government entities. Property tax exemptions. Exemptions include the homestead exemption for primary residences, exemptions for seniors, veterans, disabled individuals, and certain types of agricultural and conservation land. Motor vehicle tax exemptions. Exemptions include vehicles owned by government entities, certain non-profit organizations, and specific types of vehicles, such as farm vehicles. Motor fuel tax exemptions. Exemptions include fuel used for agricultural purposes, fuel used by government entities, and fuel used by certain mass transit systems. Tobacco products tax exemptions. Exemptions include sales to the U.S. government and sales for export outside the state. Alcoholic beverage tax exemptions. Exemptions include sales to the U.S. government, sales for export outside the state, and certain sales to non-profit organizations. Business tax exemptions. Exemptions include certain types of non-profit organizations and specific business activities, such as the sale of agricultural products by the producer. Franchise and excise tax exemptions. Exemptions include credits for research and development, job creation, and other specific activities or investments. Hotel and motel tax exemptions. Exemptions include rentals to the U.S. government, rentals for more than 30 days, and rentals to religious, charitable, or non-profit educational institutions. That is all for this video on Tennessee tax basics. We hope that this Tennessee state tax guide was helpful in providing you with a better understanding of the state's tax system. By knowing more about the history, types of taxes, how taxes work and the various exemptions available, you can make better informed financial decisions for yourself or your business. Be sure to stay tuned for the next state tax guide in this series, or check out our US Tax Basics playlist. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more informative videos.